The markets have not taken Trump's tariffs well. It has led to a global market turmoil and has wiped out trillions of major companies' values and has raised fear of recession in the US. Indian markets also witnessed a bloodbath. Sensex and Nifty crashed in trade today. Both stock market indices were in red. Nifty closed at 22,161.6 points, down 3.24%. Sensex fell 2.95%, closing at 73,137.9 points. The biggest losers on Nifty were Trent, Tata Steel, JSW Steel, Hindalco, Shriram Finance, Realty, while the gainer was just Hindustan Unilever. All sectoral indices were in red. Metals shed 6.7%, Realty down 5.6%, and rest of them were down between 2.5% to 4%. India's volatility index, India VIX, was up 56.5% at 21.53. It was not just the Indian markets, but also the Asian markets were in red. Japan's Nikkei fell as much as 8.8%. Hang Seng fell 8% in early trade. South Korea, Taiwan, Philippines, and Malaysia were also trading in red. The US markets were also not in the right place. On Friday, S&P 500 lost a staggering $5 trillion in market value in just 2 sessions, ending 5.97% lower. Now, this was the worst 2-day slide since COVID-19 crash. Dow Jones was down 5.5%, Nasdaq was down 6.07%. Top companies like Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Amazon, Meta, Alphabet, and Microsoft all shed billions of dollars each in 2 days, and Apple was the worst impacted by this bloodbath. This comes after Trump announced reciprocal tariffs on April 2nd. Some are calling his reciprocal tariff chart the chart of death. He imposed a 34% tariff on China, which makes its total tariff at 54%. Even poor countries were not spared, nor were the US trading partners. The market mayhem might just be a starter. The bigger question is this going to lead to a global recession? The answer could be yes, because JP Morgan now sees a 60% chance of global recession in 2025, up from 40%. Goldman Sachs echoed the concerns, raising its recession probability from 20% to 35% in next 12 months. The firm also slashed its 2025 GDP forecast to just 1% and projected a rise in unemployment rate to 4.5%. Moody's also raised its recession forecast from 15% to 40% as trade war is intensifying. Federal Reserve is facing mounting economic pressures and now is expected to cut interest rates 3 times this year to cushion the impact. However, rate cuts may not just be enough to offset this damage, as per experts. Trump is adamant, though. He says that tariffs will bring back wealth to America, and the White House predicts $600 billion in revenue per year. When asked about the economic uncertainty, Trump acknowledged it but said that it was necessary for long-term stability. When asked about the pain in the market, he said this.
I don't want anything to go down, but sometimes you have to take medicine to fix something. I spoke to a lot of leaders, European, Asian, from all over the world. They're dying to make a deal. But I said, we're not going to have deficits with your country. We're not going to do that, because to me a deficit is a loss. We're going to have surpluses, or we're at worst going to be breaking even. We will be taking in over $1 trillion over the next short period of time with the tariffs that I've already instituted. They're already in place. Now, what's going to happen with the market, I can't tell you, but I can tell you our country has gotten a lot stronger.
But will Trump's strategy work? Time will tell.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.